Ayoboan, and welcome to a new episode of Konnakol 2020. I am Carlitos from Slovenia, and this is what I have prepared for you today. Tha-dhi-kinathom, 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 Tha-dhi-kinathom. So this is another entry into the series of simple Theermanams that we started 2 episodes ago. This particular one is rendered in tishra nadai madhyamakalam, which means 6 units per beat. And you will remember that yesterday's Theermanam was rendered in kanda nadai, which meant 5 units per beat. And the one 2 days before was rendered in chaturashra nadai, which was 4. So you can see how we are progressing in terms of subdivision count. Just like the other two, this particular Theermanam still is only 1 avartanam long, but since the nadai is of a higher number, what it means is that in terms of beats, it's longer. So this one takes exactly 48 beats, whereas the ones before were 40 and 32 respectively. So if we put the structures of all these Theermanams together, it's going to be very evident what's going on here. So the first Theermanam was, as you recall, made with this structure: 5, 1 gap, 5, 5, 1 gap, 5, 5, 5, 1 gap. Yesterday's ones was 6, 2 gap, 6, 6, 2 gap, 6, 6, 6. And today's Theermanam is 7, 3 gap, 7, 7, 3 gap, 7, 7, 7. So the progression is very, very clear. We are increasing both the phrase and the gap as well. And the beauty of this is that each of these Theermanams is going to be longer by exactly 8 beats. But since we are increasing the nadai, that gets balanced off in a way. It gets cancelled off because each increase in nadai gives us 8 beats more. So it's always into 1 avartanam. In terms of how to play this, we are always picking the most simple of ways of how to recite this, which in the phrase for 7 is Tha-dhi-kinathom, very simple phrase, and the phrase for a 3 gap, we simply do ding. So before we go and recite this once again, this particular one is for us Westerners much simpler, much easier to accomplish than yesterday's. Why is that? Because tishra nadai madhyamakalam has 6 subdivisions per beat, and we musicians in the West kind of know this. You know, it could be understood as a waltz tempo or a 6/8 or a jig tempo if you are, into Irish traditional music, let's say. Is this ta-kita, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bacon and sausages, bacon and sausages. We just know this. So inherently, this is a simpler to get than certainly yesterday's. Anyway, if you're ready, let's just go and recite this. We're going to set the tempo at 45 BPMs. I think that's enough. Because as I told you, the maximum speed you should do this is 55. Otherwise, it will get too complicated. So, let's go. Oh, I forgot to say that first we do, as always, half a cycle of aditalam, but the nadai for this particular one is ta-kita, 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 ta-kita. You'll get it, and it's on screen so you can follow. Okay? Now we can go. Ta-kita, 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 Tha-dhi-kinathom ding, Tha-dhi-kinathom, Tha-dhi-kinathom ding, Tha-dhi-kinathom, Tha-dhi-kinathom, Tha-dhi-kinathom ding. You see, just like with yesterday's, again, when you come to the 3rd gap of 3, again, it falls really downbeat on beat 5. That gives you that anchor. You know you are on the good track if you arrived with the 3rd gap on the 5th downbeat. So, as I told you, this is extremely well thought. This series, it all fits wonderfully into these patterns, into these underlying subdivisions. So I really I'm happy I'm able to transmit this to you. So that's all for today. We're going to continue tomorrow and the day after. increasing the complexity of this. I guess you can imagine how, but we'll see that when we get there. I have been Carlitos from Slovenia. Thanks a lot for watching. And if you have any comment, questions, doubts, or corrections, please use the comment box down here below. Okay, that's all. I see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.